Hey everyone on YouTube, how you guys doing? So, I want to first start off by saying thanks to everyone who's posted videos on the Blade Show. Couldn't make it, but thanks for putting up the videos. Seemed like you guys had a lot of fun. Wish I was there meeting the YouTubers and the other knife makers, as well as checking out all those high-end knives. So thanks to Tough Thumbs, Gavco, and Terra Fanatic. I think it was Terra Fanatic who said something really cool. He said the best part of the Blade Show was meeting the YouTubers and the people there. So that was really cool of you to say. So, sorry you couldn't make it, but, well, welcome to my Blade Show. This is my Blade, my table, DigsFossils and Knives. And these are the new models for 2013. Just kidding. Anyway, what do we have here? I've got a bunch of knives I'm going to send out to Peter's Heat Treats. I'd say I'm about 90% done with these pre-heat treat. I mean, there's some of them which after looking at them for a while, I want to put a rock pattern on. So I made a few notes on the blades themselves, you know, which one's rock pattern, post-heat treat rock pattern, rock pattern. So I'm going to do some now, do some later. And after handling them and thinking about them for a little bit, I might change the designs just so there's some more variability. But I've got 31 knives here, and I've got 4 more behind me, which I'm going to show later. But really happy with my work. These two guys here are my older work, so they still a little rough, but after heat treat, I'm sure I'm going to be able to clean them up. So you've seen this before. It's a Gladius that I haven't sent out to heat treat yet, and this one I was having a lot of fun designing and grinding out. No, it's not your EDC everyday carry kind of knife. This is more of a fantasy, fun. It'll be super sharp, so it'll be fun to cut paper with and display. I'm not going to carry it, but it was a fun project to grind out. Same with the Gladius. Playing with my multiple grinds. Did the fuller by hand. Both sides. Came out pretty sweet. Put in 6 grinds here. The fuller is 1. I've got a Dirty Room Knives beveled ricasso. I got this idea from Dell. He does this on his knives. Check him out, guys. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 at the end. And then, of course, the other side. Same thing. 12 grinds. I'm going to have to make sure they're all even. So there's a bit of a challenge. I don't know, Dwayne Carrillo kind of influence here. Maybe Dirty Room Knives, broke back knife that I bought from him. So kind of felt a little like challenging myself to see if I could come up with nice clean grind lines. I've got some Americanized Tantos. These will have some fancy wood handles that I got from Alpha Knife Supply. Everything here is ground by hand. Here's a little different take on a handle. I wanted to do something that kind of really contoured well with my hand, and this one actually feels really good in the hand. It's just because everything just snugs, fits in here really nice. Looks kind of weird on a Tanto, but it just makes it feel really comfortable. So I like that. A few variations of the typical Bowie knife. This one is clip point. These two are drop point. This one's got a recurve in here, which I was doing. Just wanted to see if... Now again, guys, this is pre-heat treat, so I'll worry about making the grind lines meet and make them straight later. And this is just taken to like a 80 grit, I think, or this is like a 50 grit. Most of these are taken to a 50 grit. So don't knock me on the grind lines. But for pre-heat treat, I mean, I think they're pretty sweet. All different style handles. You know, some people like to have the swell in the back. It just, for them, it fits well. So I wanted to do that. This one's a little different. If you notice the red marker, that's where the top of the scale is going to end. So when you wrap your fingers around it, your fingers are going to sit on top of the scale. I think the handle. So I think that's going to be a comfortable grip. We'll see how that works out. If not, I'm just going to trim that top off. I think it's going to feel really good. So of course I'm looking for both functionality as well as aesthetics. Some have, you know, lanyard holes, some will not. Some will have, you know, not so tapered. And of course this hugs here if you want, if your hand is bigger. So I'm, you know, just trying out different designs. A little straighter in the back here. Got all different designs. This one here, I think what I'm going to do is cut back. Not too sure if I could see it in the glare here. I'm going to cut back a little bit just to give it a little bit different shape. Playing also with kiridashis and grind lines. This one came out really sexy looking. Nice curves here. I really like this one. I'm going to have a hard time parting with this one. Again, playing with grind lines here, different styles of grind lines, and practicing my folders. I did this to lighten the tang and of course to keep a good balance on the blade. The blades here are very thick. I got lots of steel to grind off, but so this will definitely move up right into this finger choil. The balance. This balance will be really good. This is like a kiridashi knife that I made. Kiridashis now with little finger holes. Nice little small kiridashis. Another version on the kiridashi knife, another take on it, with a longer tang. So you have a bit of a pummel, so kiridashi with a pummel. And yeah, playing with my my folders, doing them all by hand. And for those who want to trade miniature knives, I made myself a miniature katana, one for Cone, Cholby, one for my dad, I'm sure he's going to want one. And I made a couple extra ones just in case someone else wants one, or if I screw one up, or if we want to have a backup. 2 wakasashis, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tantos. So all these, starting from this one down, are 440C. Okay, so everything here down is 440C. That one is 3V. That guy's 440C, and then everything else on the table is 3V. So, you know, I got some steel from New Jersey Steel Baron. I just started designing stuff and cutting, just having fun. And if you guys are interested in any of these knives, now is the time to grab them up, because all of these, for the most part, are going to be one-offs. I've got lots of ideas and lots of designs, so they're all going to be one-offs pretty much. And that's kind of like how I think I want to do things. I mean, I love grinding and designing knives. I like the designing part maybe more than anything else. So, you know, I really like the way this one is coming out. But honestly, if I had orders and I had to make 10 of these, it wouldn't be as much fun as grinding the first one, designing and grinding the first one. It's just really satisfying. So that's why I want to do my business pretty much as one-offs. Maybe slight variations, definitely no templates. So guys, if you're interested in one, contact me now before anyone else does, because it might be the last time you're seeing these. Alright, hold on for part number 2.